Alright, so I'll go over on how I got out of my recent art block, and who knows, maybe it might help you out as well. So let's start with imagining you are in a class, doodling on the side of your assignment and realize you have made a very nice artwork. But when you try to draw on a clean piece of paper or a clean canvas, it just doesn't turn out the same. I came up with 3 key reasons on why this happens, and how we can use this to deal with art block. First up, let's talk about expectations. This part is inspired from the Sam Does Arts channel and video titled How to Make the Best Art You Can Make, which was a nice reminder on this topic. So when we are doodling in a class, we often have very small expectations from our artwork. We are not aiming to make a masterpiece, or we are usually just drawing for the fun of it, without even realizing. Our imaginations flows more freely. So tip number 1, letting go of those heavy expectations and let your imagination flow without those weights on. Next, boredom. When we are stuck in a class, our minds often start to wander. At least that's how I feel. And when we look for an outlet to entertain ourselves, that boredom often builds up our passion and imagination. And stepping away from our usual distractions might be beneficial for this matter. So lastly, changing your tools and environment can make a huge difference. I usually draw digitally, so reorganizing my digital setup feels different and interesting. Adjusting the digital workspace or trying out new digital tools might help. Also, for me, using a different digital canvas or experimenting with new softwares, features can push me out of my comfort zone and make better use of my digital space available. So, things I did was I made myself bored on purpose and get out of my comfort zone. An example of that is that I took a walk outside and left my phone behind. And I changed my drawing setup slightly. I changed my digital canvas background to red and turned off my smoothing options. And I changed my brush setup a bit differently, which made it look a bit more different and engaging actually. I didn't stop with my first sketch. Even if it wasn't great, the second one turned out much better. And so those are the steps I took to get out of my art block. They might work for you too, it might also not work, but so you can give it a try. Remember, the key is to step out of your comfort zone and break your repetitive habits. Sometimes what we are looking for is requiring us to change things up a bit. Alright, yeah, the end.